Howdy folks, and welcome to another session. Jamie Lockhart here, and it's great to have you with me, with us if there's more than one of you out there. So this session is called How to Make Your Practice Musical. And I'll explain to you why that's a really important thing to do and why I do it myself when I practice and why I teach my students to do it and incorporate it into their practice. And the reason is this: when you make something musical, when you take knowledge from what you've learned and what you understand and it drops down into musical, it becomes feel. And when it becomes feel, it goes to a place that's unconscious. And we bring it up when we need it without even really thinking about it. And this is where we really want to get with our music, is we don't want to be thinking because we want to be free. Okay, so the process goes like this: you have something external to you, you're watching a YouTube video, you've got sheet music in front of you, you've got tabs, you've got scales. That's knowledge. Now you take that knowledge in and you go, okay, I understand what they want me to do. Now that knowledge, I'm going to apply that knowledge and I'm going to move that onto the fretboard of the guitar. At this point, it's all still knowledge, okay? So if I took say I'm learning the blues pentatonic or the pentatonic scale in A. Okay, so that's all knowledge. I've looked, I've got to have my finger here. I'm going to move up, I'm going to learn my scale. Now, what we do when we approach scales and learning is there's an assumption that the faster I can go from point A to point B, the more I understand my scale. But that's not it at all. You take the knowledge of going, okay, first of all, I'm training my fingers to move. And I know I've covered this in previous videos if you've seen it, but stick with me. So I'm moving down the fretboard with my scale. I'm moving back. I've got all of that. Yep, that's great. But what do I do with that? You know, now that's just a scale, and I'm still up in knowledge. It hasn't dropped down, because why would it drop down? It's just executing a scale up and down. Now, if I take that scale and I put something to it, now it's become musical, okay? Which is where, again, we want to get to, you know, that's musical. But there's a gap, there's a point in between that where we go, yeah, but I want to get to where you are, Jamie, playing the scale like, you know, a Stevie Ray Vaughan version or Jimi Hendrix. Okay, I understand that. But you need to stay focused to get to that point. So you need to make the scale musical. Now, what you can do is this. If I have, now there's an A drone note or an open note. There's the second part of my scale, or you could say the second octave. You know, I've got my low octave and there's my root note of A here. Okay, so now I'm going, give myself something musical, would be a drone note. Hit the drone note again. Now it's become musical because there is music backing me up, the open drone note. The other thing you could say is, okay, what if I can't access an open drone note? Well, that's fine, because what you could do is, and I'll use, okay, if I'm in G and I'm in the minor or the pentatonic, I can do this. I can go. You're not executing from one to the other. You're not just playing ascending, descending notes. You're putting now a phrase, rhythm, or a groove to your learning. Now, what this is doing unconsciously is it's giving you a reason to keep learning. And that is, it's inspiring you. Now, that is where we want to get to. As I've said in many other videos, that is where we want to get to. We want to start inspiring ourselves, not making external the constant thing we need to keep us inspired. It's very critical that you have external inspiration, for absolutely. But when you start to, you're climbing that hill and it's a struggle, just understand this. Yes, there is going to be the knowledge that you have to learn something. But when that learning, you need to drop that learning down into feel. So another example would be this. If you're learning, I'll take the major scale, I mean, the major scale for me is like, when I learned the major scale, it wasn't that I went, I'm going to apply the major scale to absolutely everything, because it was like the major scale for me was more orientating myself around the fretboard. But I'll give an example of, you're an absolute beginner, you've picked up the guitar, now you've got an external piece of sheet music or a workbook, and by the way, workbook is on my website. It's free to download if you subscribe. The subscription's free. There's one tier there. You can download it. It's got the major scale, minor scale, pentatonics, got everything in there. On that sheet, let's say you've downloaded that and you're looking at it. It's external, it's knowledge. You've got, say, I'm going to use the key of G here. The major scale, okay, Jamie's telling me it's whole, half, whole, half. You're like, what does that mean? Okay, then you learn, you keep reading in the book, it's all knowledge. Root note, whole, half. Okay, you've understood how to move up the fretboard with the major scale. Still knowledge. Then you've gone root note, whole, half. I've learned how to move down the fretboard. Root note, half. Okay, all it is a scale at the moment. It has absolutely no use to you. It's just knowledge. How do we drop that down into that becoming musical? Okay, root note. Now it's musical. Now you've gone, I'm a muso now. So what I'm getting at is this. If you bring music into your practice after you've learned, you've still got to know the knowledge, okay? It's still got to come externally into here. Knowledge becomes understanding. Understanding then becomes application. And the application is where you can start to struggle, you can get frustrated, you can get bored. And boredom is a big, red flag. If you're getting bored in your practice, it's because there's no end result that you're going for. So in your practice, make it musical. If you want to advance your scale, I could say, if I want to play something bluesy in E, drone notes, apply drone notes to your practice. up here. I could play the major scale from here, okay? Make the major scale interesting. Root note. So the practice is this. Don't get bored in your practice, and if you are, try and throw some groove into whatever you're learning. If you're learning chords, play around with things that aren't even external to you. Just go, I'm going to take a finger off. Or if you're more advanced, what about this? Throw a few notes in your scale. If you're in a blue, like you've got E fifth, drone note. Still in my scale. So again, look at it that you're already a musician, because you are. Like, the fact of the matter is, it's just a level to your musicianship where you're trying to get to. But just imagine that you're playing songs when you're practicing out of your scales, out of your chords, and that's just going to keep you interested, and that's all you need to keep moving forward. I hope I explained that well. If you would like to do one-on-one sessions, you can book a free introductory session via the link on my YouTube page to my website, and you can get basically a game plan together. I'd love to, do a 30-minute session, get your direction, and if you want to further your tuition, I do one-on-one online, find out where you want to go, and keep moving forward with your music. And if you need that support, because it's much more than external YouTube videos and external learning tools are great, but you need someone to keep you aligned to where you're going. And I hope I can do that for you. So book a session, it's all free, and I'll see you next session. Bye-bye.